So, Shravanam means Tatparya Nirnayaha or Tatparya Nishchaya. That is fine. But what exactly is, why is there this Shravanam as the sadhana, as the Vedantic practice? Then we understand it is to remove the Sakshaya Bhavana. But Shravanam also will become fruitful, or it will actually be Shravanam. You are listening will become Shravanam only if it follows what the Shadavidha Lingas. Amongst the Shadavidha Lingas, there was one, I mean, these lingas are indications. So if you read these indications, if you pick up these indications, you will understand what is the conclusive teaching of the Upanishad. So once when you have a conclusive understanding, now there is no space left for samshaya to raise its hood because nishchaya is samshaya virodhi. What is samshaya virodhi? Nishchaya is samshaya virodhi. So wherever nishchaya will be there, samshaya will not be there. So now you have Shravanam. Okay, but mind you that Shravanam should always follow what? Shadavidha lingas. So what Shravanam is something that takes cognitively in you, in the listener over there. So furthermore, idanim kim prakritam iti chet. Now coming towards the end of this fifth chapter, he says, idanim kim prakritam. Now you have had even a very long discussion, but what finally do you want us to understand in the present context? So what do you want us to understand means that this sixth chapter may have, rushed over several concepts, but what is it that we should take back home? What is it that we should actually pick up? And that he says, Mayokta Prakarena Vicharya. So now, if you are going to follow the trail of thought, as I have shown, Mayokta Prakarena Vicharya, having contemplated in the way that I have indicated, shown, Ragadveshadina Preritam Sat, Trivida Karanam, Trivida Karma Karoti. Look at that. Now, this is how you rise above the kartritva bhoktritva. In bhakti, etc., they say that offer your ego to God. God is karta, not you. See, to understand that you are not the karta, but you have to keep the kartritvam somewhere. So now they pick up the kartritvam and keep it in Ram. So they say Ram, karta. They keep it in Ishvara. Over here, in this Pampada Viveka, obviously the Kartritvam, whether it is the primary Kartritvam or the secondary Kartritvam, none of them belong to I, the self, the Atma. But then you have to answer the question, then where, to what, where is the Kartritvam? What becomes the agency? Or what is who is the agent of action? Action is taking place, and therefore now you have to answer as who is the agent of the action. So here the yogis will pick it up and put it in prakriti, that prakriti does. In a way, somewhere it is like that. Ishvara does. Bhakti people will say like that. They will put it somewhere. Here it is now clearly shown. Let you understand that there is body, mind, senses, or this complex is there. Then ragadveshadina preritam sat. Now, having propelled by the ragadveshas. See, now when you're going to put the karma in Ishvara, then there is always going to be a question. And then if Ishvara is doing that, why is Ishvara making the criminals commit crime? Is not it? Why? So this question remains. So for you, it is simple that I am not doing, Ram is doing, and then you become free. For this kind of a, what do they say, is an immediate thing is okay, but it can, it cannot be an answer, an absolute answer, because if Ram is making me do good things, then why is Ram making do somebody else bad things? And there is no dearth of crime and evil in the society. Okay. So Ishvara, so what? Ishvara has chosen you special. I am not writing, I'm not doing this good work. Ram is making me do. But that leaves a space where there is where you can find the dosharopan can be there on Ishvara. And Bhagavad Gita clearly says, Na datte kasyachit papam na chaivam skrutam vibhuhu. Does not take anybody's papa punya or anything, no credit. So now that leaves again in you with a question, then who exactly? So now you don't have to go anywhere, tallying the books. You look inside and then you are going to find that it is the raga dveshas. If you have raga dveshas, if you have raga for the right things, you will do the right things. And if you are fond of something that is evil, bad, you are bound to do evil and bad. Huh? So it is the raga dveshas which are the cause of action. But how do they become the cause of action? They directly don't do the action. They are the propellers. They instigate the action. Trivida Karanam Preritam Sat. Now the Trivida Karanas. What are the Trivida Karanas that you have? We have seen Kaya, the body, mind, and speech. These are the three equipments with which we are endowed, and these are the equipments, apparatuses that we have for action. And therefore, you have verbal action, you have mental action, and you have physical action. So all these three equipments, apparatuses, trividham karma karoti. They do the three types of karmas. Now we have gone into the detail of all papa punya vachikam, kayikam, and manasikam. He gives well. So now the thing should happen is, as a result of understanding this fifth chapter, is that you should see that the self is free from primary and secondary doership. So this is the question was idanim kim prakritam. This is what you should take back home. That the self is free from primary and secondary doership. Kartrutvam as well as karayitritvam is absent in the self. This is what you should understand. You are expected to understand. Then Pradhana Prerita Senaya Samparitam Chayam Raja Aham Chitavan Iti Atmani Aropayati. Now there is a king. And the army has fought the battle and won. But the army also could fight as it was directed by the captain. What do they call it? Senapati. Senapati means the army general. Hmm? The army general. So, but now he says, Aham Jitavan. I am the one who has won. Iti Atmani Aropyati. And so this victory he takes as his own victory. Whereas he has done nothing. Nor did he fight the battle, nor did he plan and direct the battle. It was planned and directed by the Pradhan Senapati, and then the soldiers, foot soldiers, etc., they fought the battle. Jitavan iti atmani aropayati. Evam thus. If the example is clear to you, he says, Evam atma cha ragadveshanistham prerakatvam ajnanad atmani abhimanyate. Now, I may not be doing, but I make the body mind do. Now, this prerakatvam also is how you are superimposing in Atma. But this prerakatvam, where is it? Where is it? Ragadvesha nishtham. Actually, so where is the locus of this prerakatva? In the ragadveshas. Bhaskar, okay? Where is the prerakatva? What is the locus of prerakatva? Ragadveshas. Garimendra, these ragadveshas are nothing but deeply rooted impressions. Every impression carries the idea that this is conducive, something is not conducive. Okay? So that's why we call it as raga and dvesh, likes and dislikes. And they are extremely deep in your psychology. In fact, the psychology of Bhagavad Gita, Swami Dayananji Maharaj used to say, is the psychology of raga dveshas. Shri Krishna simply sees it as raga dveshas. All these complexes, etc., which this Freudians and everybody is talking about, is nothing but various types of vichitra raga dveshas, granthis. So, evam. So, where is the prerakatva? It is locus of prerakatva is raga dvesha. So, raga dvesha dinishtham prerakatvam. He ajnanat, because of ignorance, atmani abhimanyate. Evam atmanaha kartritvam karayitritvam cha nasti. Okay, so therefore there is no kartritvam or karayitritvam that belongs to Atma. Iti yo dradham nischinoti. Now he who is able to come to the firm understanding about this fact, sa eva jivantaha. He is someone who is liberated whilst living. You will be free, and there will be, what will be there? Sukham only everywhere. For Jivan Mukta, what is there? Sukham only. You remember that shloka, na? Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihina, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, nandati nandati nandatyeva, anandatyeva. So thus he who is free from kartrutvam and these ideas of kartrutvam and karayatritvam, these concepts have gone away. Gone away in the sense, now you clearly see it doesn't belong to Atma. That is it. Because ultimately all your complexes are resting on this I. And every complex means I am some sort of a karta or karayita or a bhokta. That is all. You know, in my childhood, I had a very difficult childhood. My parents were all the time fighting, and that's why, I was ignored. And so now I'm like this. So now you call yourself a victim because you are some type of a bhokta. And that's why you have chosen to, that you have these kind of actions which belong to you. So you say that I am a karta, I am bhokta, based on all these things. So ultimately, what you are talking is that I am karta, I am bhokta. But if this, so all the complexes ultimately are resting on this idea of I am karta, all the complexes, aham karta. And if this, the grip of this idea that I am karta and karita becomes loose, there will be the sukham of jivan. Sa eva jivan muktaha iti panchama varnakam. Thus we complete the fifth chapter. Okay. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu, offered to Lord Krishna. Now, furthermore, Shashtha Varnakam, the sixth Varnaka, the sixth chapter. What are you going to see over here? So the title makes it clear. Ragadi Vritti Bhedaha, the various types of vrittis beginning from Rag. Purva Pratishyata Dukkhadi Saptake, Dukkham, Shariram, Karma, Ragadveshadi, च उत्तरोत्तर हेतुत्वेन uktani. Now, we have told you that there is a sequence to understand the causality of dukkham. So, what causes dukkham? Sharira parigraha. Why is there sharira parigraha? Because of karma. Why is there karma? Ragadvesha. Okay, we have come up to this point. So, Saptake, Dukkham, Shariram, Karma, Ragadveshadishcha, Uttarottara Hetutvena, Uktani. So, we have understood that karma is performed because of Ragadveshas, not because, Ishvara wants you to do or something. Now, those who find that this is a concept, acceptable concept, they can keep it. We have no problem. Yeah? Because ultimately, even when you say Ishvara is the Karta, at least the Kartrutvam over here, which is sitting on this I, for some time it falls loose. And so there is relief. There is a relief. So we will say, okay, fine. Time being, it is okay. But in analysis, what are you going to find? What is the Karta? Who is the Karta? On Karayita, the Karanas have the Kartrutvam and Ragadveshas have the Karayitritvam. Got it? So now, if this is deeply appreciated, you are not going to get angry at anyone. Tumne aise kyun kiya? Because this is the way that body-mind complex is going to act. And why is that body-mind concept, or what do they call, complex acting like that? Because of the deeply seated Ragadveshas. Okay? So even if there is a papi or a punyavan, you see, okay, theek hai. You do not feel krina, nor do you feel, oh, isko jaake chipko. No chipko movement, no, not even this, run away, nothing. So, uttarottara hetutvena uktani. Now they have been spoken and explained, but how? Uttarottara hetutvena uktani. That the the next one is actually the karanam of the previous one. Like that, the sequence is built. Okay, karanatva sequence is there. इदानीं षष्ठवर्णके रागद्वेषादि वृत्तिभेदाः अभिमानो अविवेको अज्ञानं च कथ्यन्ते. Now, what are you going to examine and come across in the sixth chapter? He gives you an index that ragadveshadi vrittibheda. This is one topic. The second topic is abhimana. Okay, why abhimana? Then why is there this abhimana? Because of non-discrimination, indiscrimination, aviveka. Okay, this discrimination is not US discrimination. Okay, Garimendra? This discrimination means clear understanding. Oh, discrimination is bad. No, in fact, we said discrimination is good. So we should have discrimination. Uh, isn't it, Banu? You should have discrimination or not. Viveka should be there or not.
We should have it.
There they are saying not to have. Abhiman, avivekaha. And why is there this indiscrimination? Because of ignorance. Chakatyante. This will be spoken. Katyante is said in this chapter. Rago dveshaha kama krodho logo moho mado matsaryam irsha asuya dambo darpo hankara ichha bhakti shraddheti raga dveshadi vrittayaha sholashaha. So now, to enumerate, there are these 16 types of vrittis. Now we are going to call these as vrittis. Okay, the samskaras, 16 types. How are they? Beginning from ragadvesha. That's why he said ragadveshadi. Did you notice that in the previous chapter ending? Anybody noticed or not? You should have a question that. So, look at the third last line. Aham jitavan iti atmani aropayati evam atma cha ragadveshadinishtham prerakatvam. Where is the prerakatvam? So he just does not say it is in ragadvesha. Ragadveshadi. Adi. So what are etc.? What are you going to sit into that category of etc.? Now already you know two, Raga and Dvesha. So 14 more. Shodasha. Okay? That's why. So that was the sutra. Okay? Bija. Raga, likes. Dvesha, hatred. Kamaha, desire. Krodha, anger. Lobha, greed. Moha, delusion. Madaha, arrogance. Pride. Matsaryam. Matsaryam means envy. Irsha, jealousy. Asuya. Asuya means the quality of finding out faults even in that what is good. Oh, this mango ras, mango juice is very good, but it should be cold, Now, something or the other you have to find. Huh? The mango juice by itself is not good for you. You're not sufficient. This well, and then when it is brought cold, then there are these people who are like that. Huh? Oh, this is cold, very cold. Then you bring it to some other temperature. Oh, a little more cold. And something of the other they are going to have that is asuya. But then asuya has got various even implications which are quite so asuya. You know what is Dattatreya's mother's name? Anu, you know?
Anusuya.
Anasuya or Atri.
Anasuya, the one who does not have asuya.
Anasuya.
Who answered that? Sundaram, you?
Ji Swamiji.
Okay. Anasuya, she
Anasuya.
is one without asuya.
Atri Mahamuni and Anasuya.
No, but we want only Anasuya now. Asuya, dambha, hypocrisy, ahankar, egotism, ichha, desire. Okay. What did I define kama as in the beginning? Desire. Okay. Ichha, some sort of a. Ichha is also desire, but we will see. I will find an appropriate word. Does anybody have any English translation of this Laghuvasudeva? Bhakti. Till then, you have, Bhaskar? English translation?
Yes, Swamiji, I have one.
Yeah,
Is it handy to you?
I think it's in the other room. I can get it.
No, it's okay. We will see it later. No hurry.
I have PDF, Swamiji.
Huh?
I have PDF with me in laptop.
Okay, then tell me what is the translation? What is that they have given for Kama and Ichha?
Yeah, I'm just opening the file. Kama, chapter 6. It will take a while. I'll just search and come back.
No, Shanti. I'll wait. There is no hurry.
Okay.
That's all. Okay.
I got the thing. Raga, Dvesha, Kama. Okay. Kama is the desire.
Desire. The translation for Kama is desire, and for Ichha,
Ichha.
read the whole sentence in English.
The mental modes numbering 16 are as follows: Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Irshya, Dambha, Asuya, Darpa, Ahamkara, Ichha, Bhakti, and Shraddha. And now he's translating every word. Raga means sexuality. Dvesha is revengefulness. Kama is
No. Go directly to Ichha.
Damba, Matsarya, Asuya. Damba is the feeling. Darpa, Ahamkara.
It's okay.
Ichha is the desire to avoid forbidden foods and all evil. That's all he has written.
Okay, let us see. We will see because even the author will himself elaborate on each. What Ramakrishna Mission?
Yeah, Ramakrishna Mission. Swami Tapasyananda.
Okay. Then Ichha, also some sort of a desire only. But we will see how this desire is different from kama as a desire. Bhakti, which means devotion. Shraddha means faith. Raga, dveshadi, vrittayaha, shodashaha. So now these are the 16 types of vrittis, beginning with raga and dvesha. He gives you further Stri Vishayaka Chitta Vritti Ragaha. Now, he must have found it somewhere in some Shastra. Rag means for a man to have this attraction towards women. That Stri Vishayaka Chitta Vritti is called as Rag. Apakara Kartuhu Prati Apakarecha Dveshaha. Now, Dvesha means the vritti of revengefulness. Apakaraka, somebody has committed a wrong against you. Then to wrong him in return, prati apakara ichha is called as dvesha. Remember, this will be useful to you, all these things. Graha kshetradi sampadane cha kama. Now here is difference. See, again he's saying this kama is also ichha only. You see? So it is a desire to acquire a property, house, and things to be owned. Okay? Griha kshetradi sampadane cha. Wanting to have more property, cars. Okay? All these things are called as kama. So now generally we have understood kama means three vishayaka ichha is called as kama.
Swamiji, want is ichha and desire is kama. Maybe that way we can equate. Want, something you want. Want is ichha.
Want. Okay. Tatra vignakartari vairam krodha. Okay. So krodha is the feeling which arises when your desire is thwarted. So there is someone who wants to marry and he has chosen a girl for himself. And he loves his parents also. But the day his parents say, no, not this girl, some other girl, now he starts looking upon the parents as his enemies and he is angry at them. So what is this anger? Vignakartari Vairam. Okay. Now he starts seeing them as his Vairi, as what do they call? Adversaries. Vairam Krodha. Then Swasampaditeshu Kinchidapi Satpatre Nadeyam Iti Buddhi Lobha. Now, Lobha means greed, but how does he define greed? It is not just wanting to have more and more, he does not call as greed. Well, it is agreed that you have earned your wealth by your own, effort. But what are you going to do with that wealth? It has to be utilized in proper way or not. And he says, no, that is not to be used for even proper things. So, the other day I was reading somewhere in one of the richest ladies of America. She was so miserly that she used her same clothes from her age of 16 till she died when she was 72. And then, and they had put up the pictures also of those clothes. And then all her property came to her children. And that post read that the children were not bad. They started giving donations. So, swasampaditeshu kinchidapi satpatre nadeyam. If somebody deserves, he has worked for you, he deserves. But you are not going to give him. That is what these people do when they go out. You NRIs come over here to India. Now, for them, 20 rupees is not a big deal. But then that coolie who is lifting their bags on the railway station, they will fight with him, bargain for 20 rupees. For them, in that American dollars, what is 20 rupees? You can't even buy one limlet goli there in that 20 rupees. But they will fight for it here. And this poor fellow in that hot summer, in the midday, is carrying that, and this NRIs will carry everything from the hand cream to everything, that has to come from outside, everything in that big bag, and they're fighting. Can't you? Satpatre nadeya. And this buddhi is called as lobha. This he calls as greed. Aishwaryamadena krityakrityam avicharya tūshnim avasthanam mohaha. This is what has happened to Dhritarashtra. Aishwaryamadena, intoxicated with the splendor. And it is not necessary that, you have that Aishwaryam or you are the owner of all that. Sometimes you may see some people who are very rich and everything, and that Aishwarya just blinds you. And even if that person is wrong, you are going to keep mum. There is one Subhashita, I don't remember it now. If you have money, then you become Sarvaguna Sampanna. Immediately you will become Vidwan, you will become generous, you will become kind, you will become a good friend, you will become all good qualities will come and stay. Immediately people will say, very nice, very great person, Aishwarya Madena. So that is actually nothing but moha. So when people are doing that, that is nothing but moha. Aishwarya Madena kritya krityam avichar. Now this person loses the sense of what is to be done, what is not to be done, and tushnim avasthanam. So this can happen to the person who is himself wealthy, or this may happen even to you who is not wealthy and yet gets blinded by the what do they call, glitter of that wealth on that person. And so therefore Aishwarya Madena Kritya Krityam Avicharya Tushnim Avasthanam Mohaha Swasya Sampad Asti Kimva Kartum Ashakyam Iti Ashakyam Iti Buddhihi Madaha. Kimva Kartum Ashakyam. Now he has whatever strength that he may have. Some people may feel that they are extremely beautiful because today 10 people have liked my picture on the Facebook. I'm beauty queen. I'm the most beautiful person. because 10 people liked. And therefore now he says, hey, I can walk into any place and I'm beauty unparalleled. Look at my nose. Oh, look at my nose, wipe it first properly. No. Swasya sampadasti, he has the wealth, and that wealth does not mean necessarily wealth, but it means wealth. You can have support of people, recognition, or even connections. And because of this, Kimva kartuma shakyam, now this person feels that what is impossible for me to do? There's nothing impossible. I can achieve anything, I can do anything that I want. Hmm? So this is what happened to Jayanta. You remember that story? That Bhagwan Sri Ram was resting in Sita's, keeping his head in Sita's lap in the Vanvas. This Jayanta, who is the son of Indra. Now Indra is the king of heaven, and therefore he has this mother that my father is the most powerful. What is it that I cannot do? Everything that I do is correct, and even if it is not correct, it will be made correct. Okay. Is rich people's children, they get this. So if you have money, you should take care that your children do not develop this kind of a psychology. Oh, don't worry, mummy will fix everything. No, if you are wrong, you have to go and apologize. So I will tell you two incidents related to this. So this Jayanta then says that Brahma and Shankar Bhagavan and everybody is doing Ram Ram Ram. What is this? Is simply as any forest dweller. He is tired and he is sleeping in Sita's, his wife's lap. So he goes and becomes a crow and he, what do they call it? Bites. Huh? Not stings. What sting? Huh? Bites. Huh? He goes and bites Sita. As a result, then you know the story. Now he feels that what is it that I cannot do? Jayanta. Then you have another example of Ahalyabai Holkar. She is worshipped as Devi Ahalyabai Holkar. If all the Shiva temples right from Kedarnath to Kashi Vishwanath and all that what was demolished and by the Mughals etc. were rebuilt by this one lady. Nobody had the guts to come forward because for almost 150 years in Kashi, Vishwanath was not there. After Aurangzeb destroyed this temple, Gyanavapi temple. Then Ahalyabai Holkar, this queen, she comes to Kashi and constructs a temple and reinstalls Vishwanath. So what you are seeing today as Kashi Vishwanath is because of Ahalyabai Holkar. It is her punya. So what happened was, her son, he got into this habit thinking that I'm the prince, I can do anything. And he used to harass Brahmins by putting scorpions in their shoes. So, that Juti, how sleeper-like things. So there's some old man who had come to see his mother and all when he's leaving. Ahalyabai is sitting up in the palace and she wouldn't know what has happened down below. He slips his foot into that shoe and that fellow is sitting in stunned. And then he used to clap and when these things increased and things like that, his offenses, she got so annoyed. She said, "This is not how the king or a prince should." She ordered him to be trampled under the elephant. And somehow there was a petition from people and all that, or something happened. But this is what was the Nirnaya judgment of Ahilya. So you can understand how nishpaksha she was. So what is that? Mada means this. Swasya sampadasti. He has the power, wealth, connections, everything. And therefore now he thinks that I can do anything that I want. And it is not wrong. So that kimva kartum ashakyam iti buddhihi madaha. This is called as mada. Swa samana sampanna janadarshana sahanam matsaryam. Matsaryam means that one is not able to tolerate anybody becoming equal to you. This is Matsaryam. Now this Matsaryam just does not exist between some two Vidwan people or two politicians and things like that. Okay. You are on the road and then there is road rage. What is that? Oh, he's trying to compete with me. I'm sure. That is also Matsaryam. Swa samana sampanna janadarshana sahanam. One is not able to tolerate asahanam. Darshan also you cannot tolerate. How can he sit and compare himself with me? Is called as matsarya. Idam dukkham tam vihaya mama kim agatam iti chitta vrittir irsha. He explains irsha as the jealousy as something very, very interesting way. Now, he is already dukhi, experiencing some sort of a misery. Then he says, actually, this misery is not what I should have. There are other people who should actually become miserable. I am a good person, but why has this misery come to me? It should go to those people. So, there's somebody has written a book also. Why do good people suffer? So now you are suffering, which means you are good. So you have given yourself a certificate. I am good. Then if I am good, why am I suffering? Somebody else should be suffering. Now this is that justification for the irsha. But he does not see that it is irsha. Idam dukkham tam vihaya. This dukkha should have gone to him. Why has it come to me? Mama kim agatam kim ityagatam iti chitta vrittihi irsha. This is called as irsha. Idam sukham mama eva tasyapi kim ityagatam iti buddhir asuya. Idam sukham mama eva. Actually, so this Indra had this. So Gautam Rishi marries whom? Gautama's wife, Ahalya Devi. Ahalya. He marries. And Gautama is what? A tapasvi. She is also Patikrita. But Indra thinks that Ahalya, whom Brahmaji created as the most beautiful woman, gets to marry some ascetic. I am the one who's with beautiful face and power and wealth, everything. She should be my wife. And so he stealthily even cheats her. So idam sukham mamaeva. That sukha belongs to me. Tasyapi kim ityagatam. How did it go to him? I deserve it. iti buddhihi asuya. This is called as asuya. Anena dharmena mama prasiddhir bhuyat iti chitta vrittir dambha. By doing this charity or good work, I should become popular. These people who want their names to be put on the plates in the ashrams, on the tiles, our names, and they come and fight. My name is not there. My predecessor, Swamiji, he was in the last month of his life, and we all knew that he was going to pass away because it was the last stage of cancer. It was irrecoverable. Then one man came. He said, Swamiji, take this 500 rupees, make one marble plate of my name and put it in the ashram. Swamiji looked at me and he said, he was very much in pain. He said, kick him out of the room. You see, Anena Dharmena, no, you're giving 500 rupees, and then with that 500 rupees, next 10 generations should know your name. Hmm? One time sabji also you cannot buy that. If you want to give, give. But then you want to make it, you want to make an announcement and advertise it. That is called as dab. I'm not saying whether you should give 500 or you should give 200 or 5 lakhs. Hey, even if you are giving, when you want to make it an announcement, that is called as dump. You give 5 rupees and then you think that this person should be under my what do they call ridden. He should be obliged to me for the whole life. When he did not have a job, I have given him and his family food for one whole week. Then now what? Good, you did it. But now when my son wanted a job, he did not even think about it. Now that is bad about him. But now you are expecting him to be obliged. Now you see, him remaining ungrateful is a bad thing. But you also expecting him to be obliged to you is what? Is what? Dambha. Anena dharmena mama prasiddhir bhuyan iti chitta vritti dambha. Mamana kopi samanaha iti buddhi darbha. There is nobody equal to me. In the other case where Asuya nahi, what is that? He was not Asahanam. What is that called? Matsaryam. In case of Matsaryam, the person admits he is some way or the other equal to me. But over here, this person has an extraordinary idea about himself and he feels that there is no one equal to me. I am the best. I am the best. What I say is the best. What I am is the most right. And that is called as dharma. This is dharma. Na mamana kopi samanaha iti buddhir dharma. Sarvatra agraho ahankara. Holding insistence everywhere that what you say should be done is right, is called as ahankara. This is egotism. Okay. Avarjaniya prashna vimochanadik karma irsha ichha. Now, up to this, we have seen ahankar. Then there are ichha, bhakti, shraddha. These three are positive, and the rest of these 13 are negative. This is asuri sampat, whereas the other three are daivi sampat. Okay, we will see that when we meet tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharya Keshavam Badarayam Sutra Bhashkritau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। धन्यवादः।
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः।